growing up on a little dead-end road, man. There was an old lady down there named Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones was a wealthy old lady, man. You know, she had a parrot and a big old dog. Never did know what the dog was, but just a big-ass old dog, man. Mean old dog. Mrs. Jones didn't really like kids, man. But she had a neighbor next door. And a spoiled-ass old bird, man. She kept him fresh food, fresh crackers. Bird was spoiled. Mrs. Jones had some problems in her family, and she had to go out of town. And she told her neighbor to get her mail while she was gone. Because she didn't like nobody in the yard, and the only one that got along with Mrs. Jones was her neighbor. Well, Mrs. Jones had left early one morning. For real, early one morning, she was gone. She was gone. And her neighbor overslept. And the mailman was coming down the street to Mrs. Jones' house. And listen to me when I tell you this story about it. When that neighbor didn't wake up and get that mail, and that mailman walked down the street to Mrs. Jones' house, this is how it went down, man. Here it goes. This is how it went down. The mailman was walking down the street. He come up to the gate. He stood at the gate and he called and said, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. Come on in, the dog died. Mailman opened the gate and went on up on the front porch looking for Mrs. Jones. It wasn't Mrs. Jones. It was the parrot. When the mailman walked up on the porch, the dog wasn't tired. Because Mrs. Jones always said, come on in, the dog tired. The parrot said the same thing. When he got up on that front porch and said, Mrs. Jones, the parrot jumped up in the window and said, Mrs. Jones, come on in, the dog tired. Get his bite, get his bite. By that time, the mailman broke and ran, fell off the porch, man, trying to get away. I would too. That big-ass dog came from under the porch, jumped up on him. You know his name, Spike, or the bird told you. I didn't know until that bird sicked that dog on. That dog jumped up on the mailman with the pack on his back. That bird just hollered, get him, Spike, get him, Spike, get him, get him, Spike, get him. The dog just went up. The mail just flew up on the mailman. Look, all down in his ass, eating his clothes up. Tore the mailman clothes off him completely. The bird kept looking through the window with his eyes jet black, looking at the mailman. Get him back, Mrs. Jones! Mailman fell across the gate. Poof! Head hit up against the gate. Poof! Dog slobbering at the mouth trying to get him. Mailman just holding back, looking at his head. That bird, you hear the bird. Mrs. Jones! Mrs. Jones! Mrs. Jones! Mrs. Jones! Mailman said, look back in the window. Seeing them black eyes of that parrot looking right at him, man. Looking right at him. Mailman said it was horrifying. The dog slobbering at the mouth, right at the gate at him. Mailman said that didn't bother him though. He looked at the dog dead in the eye. That didn't bother him, but it's just the way that bird was looking at him. He don't know what he had did, but that bird kept looking with them black eyes. Mailman said he got up and broke and ran down the road for his life, man, running, head back looking. All he could hear was this. The bird sounded like that. Mrs. Jones! Mrs. Jones! Mrs. Jones! Mrs. Jones! Get his bite! Get his bite! And the mailman said, ran for life. He said he had forgot before Mrs. Jones had left. He had gave that parrot a soggy cracker. He had the crackers laying on the dashboard. Just hand the bird one. And the revenge of that bird was cold. He could hear him all the way down. Just kept running. He said he remembered what he did, but he could just hear him. Mrs. Jones!